Hi, my name is Yasu from Japan, and in my video, I do hitorigoto, which means talking to myself. Basically, I'm talking about my life. And today, I want to talk about my sleeping pill experience. So, I'm battling with my depressions, and unfortunately, one of the symptoms is the sleep disorder. And if you actually watch my videos about depressions, you might know that most of the symptoms about like the feeling down or motivation or energy level and everything has been improving, and then literally speaking, under control. I usually forget that I'm suffering from depressions until when I take the medications. But I have been having so much difficulty and then battling with my sleep disorders, and that's becoming my main focus. And then this is the fourth time that I consulted my doctor, and then he adjusted my sleeping pill. And then the conclusion of this video is that it's really improving my sleeping situations, and I'm very happy and satisfied with it. And then this one is not encouraging people to do the same thing. If anything, please talk to your doctors, because everybody's body responds to differently. So up to this time, I have adjusted my sleeping pills 3 times already. The last time that I was like I couldn't sleep right away. It usually took me an hour to fall asleep, and even I fell asleep, I could only sleep like 4 hours, and usually on average, and usually I woke up like twice per night, and it was very uncomfortable. So when I met up with my doctor, I was really telling what I went through and then what I hope to improve. Like, I want to fall asleep not right away, but like within 30 minutes. I don't want to think like, oh, I cannot fall asleep and it makes me feel very uncomfortable. I don't like that feeling. And also, I want to sleep longer, because before everything, I usually slept like the 7 or 8 hours per day average. And then I never measured how soon I fell asleep before, but I never felt that, oh, how come I couldn't sleep? I never had that kind of issues, so I assumed that I fell asleep like within 30 minutes or so on. So I asked my doctor, how can I improve? And then he adjusted my sleeping pill the fourth time this time. And then so far it's much better. Well, first of all, now I'm taking 2 sleeping pills. He added um, Zolpidem back to my sleeping pill routine, because that's gonna help me to fall asleep more easily and everything. And then he doubled the dose of benzo. Like, name of the medications probably in English is Moganda or Nitrazepam. I don't know how to pronounce them correctly. And now on average, I can sleep for 6 hours, which is still shorter than before everything happened, but much 2 hours longer compared to the third time of the sleeping pill adjustment. And every time I wake up, I feel more energy, and it feels so much better actually. But when I was telling him to adjust my sleeping pill based on how I wish to improve, um, it was easy for him to say that, oh, let's add Zolpidem, but I could feel hesitations in his voice about increasing the dose of benzos. And then he was telling me that it would work most likely, but he wished not to do so. But he said that based on how you have been communicating with me, because like every day I make a little notes that how my body responds and everything in terms of the sleep situations, like feelings and everything. So I guess I probably gain some trust from my doctors, or maybe he feels that I can manage a little bit better on my own. So he, in the end, he increased the dose of my benzo from 5 milligram to 10 milligram. But he was really telling me that please adjust for the second pill, like even cutting in half and then make it a little bit lower, just to be careful how your body would respond to it. So I assume that 10 milligram is really big dose for people's bodies, but for me, I tried to cut it in half and then like tried 7.5 milligram and then 10 milligram. 10 milligram so far seems to be more comfortable with me because I can sleep for 6 hours on average. So I'm getting better conditions right now, and I don't really feel like drowsy or less focused when I wake up. So I think my body can really manage that sleeping pill. But the Zolpidem basically that is supposed to help me to fall asleep in shorter, like faster. That part I don't really feel the effectiveness. So probably I'm gonna consult my doctor to see if I should consider improving that part or not, because um, right now my sleeping condition, it sounds still not enough, especially if I compare to my sleeping quality before everything happened, because like I never had an issue with sleeping. Like I think because I couldn't recall me having the thoughts that, oh, how can I not to sleep before everything, so I guess I was able to fall asleep like probably within 30 minutes, and usually on average I slept like 7 or 8 hours. Compared to that, sleeping for 6 hours average and then it still takes an hour to fall asleep sounds troubling. But if I compare to last month or 2 months, like I was able to only sleep like 4 hours and I woke up like twice, or like 2 months ago I I was able to fall asleep, but like I kept waking up and I didn't know whether I was dreaming or I was awake. Compared to those times, my current sleeping situation is a lot better, so I feel comfortable. But it's just a matter of comparison. So, my doctor is a professional one, so I'm gonna actually lay out what I'm going through right now and what is the things that I didn't improve. What was my conditions before everything? And then I'm gonna listen to my doctor's advice. So I'm not sure if he's gonna actually adjust my sleeping pill, but finally, the first time adjustment on the sleeping pills, I feel much better and comfortable with my sleeping conditions. So I'm not saying that if you have sleeping issues when you're battling with depressions, you should do the same thing like I do, because your body is different from mine. So what I want to tell you is, what I want to share is that I make my notes and then how my body responds to medications differently, and I try to communicate with my doctors well as much as possible so that he can actually guide me more closely and in a right way. And so far, it seems to be very effective. So if you are having some sleeping issues and everything, and also other issues, I really recommend you to kind of like the not diary, but like daily notes about your conditions, whether it was becoming worse or it's becoming good, and then try to communicate with your doctors or professionals better so that they can give you more options. That's what I recommend. But here's the thing, don't get sick. It sounds very stupid, but if you push yourself too hard about work and everything, you people tended to get lost, and then people tended to underestimate the no overestimate the limits of themselves. And once you push too hard, there's it's hard to come back, and you suffer from the health issues. And if you suffer from the health issues, you don't really get to enjoy your life. And I don't want you to go through what I'm going through. So please look after yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't push yourself too hard. Spend and put more focus on how to enjoy your life, because I try to enjoy my life, but I'm really focusing on my health right now. And I'm happy that I'm making progress, but I'm not comfortable that I have to go through this one. And I really don't want you to go through this, same thing that I do. And for those people who are in similar situations as I am, you're not alone. And please talk to and communicate well with your doctors. There's always other options as long as they're notified, more informed. But at the same time, there's a compatibility. Basically, if you feel that the doctor is not really for you, then it might be better for you to consider changing your doctor, because this is your health, this is your life, and you have to make decisions. But anyway, thank you for watching my video. And if you're still watching my video, please subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying to aim for 1,000 subscribers. So for now, Johnny, bye bye, and please take care of yourself.